Well, folks, I'm here in a local area that I love to hunt grouse. And what I'm doing is helping a grad student do grouse surveys. We're talking mountain grouse, right? The things I love to eat. Well, what you do is you select a transect, which is 6 waypoints over about 1.5 mile, 2 mile course. And you go right at daylight, and you go and you listen for grouse or look for grouse. Mostly this time of year you're going to hear them because of the mating season. And if you do hear them or see them, you observe what you heard, what you saw, and male, female, what type of grouse. But the point of this is to show you that science is fun, and no matter what species you like, whether it's birds, big game, sheep, elk, deer, antelope, doesn't matter. There's probably some place for you to be a volunteer for conservation and help with the science part of it. So take along. We'll see what we find. Crazy, I hear a grouse up there, even with the creek noise. At my first waypoint, and hear that same grouse over here at private. Hard to tell. I walked right up to the private boundary and could hear him really close. He's probably, I'd say, 50-60 yards away, but obviously we're here to count grouse, not trespass. So I need to do my grouse call. Not working. Bunch of elk. Should have been doing an elk survey, Randy. Well, waypoint number 4 has me up higher here, and this would be dusky or blue grouse country up here. And they're easy to hear. They call them hooters. The males puffing out whatever it is, air sacs or whatever, and just dang, I thought we were off to such a good start. Right away, just leave the trailhead and hear a male ruffed grouse drumming right by the trailhead. I'm like, oh boy, today's the day. I came up above that creek hoping I could hear a little better. Grouse didn't get the memo, evidently. This has got to be boring for all of you to watch. On the way back, I saw 6 people and 4 dogs. We're supposed to keep track of how many people and how many dogs we encounter. So when I'm seeing that many dogs, it doesn't surprise me that the grouse might have moved away from the trails. If you wanted to participate in some of these studies and surveys, universities usually have students that are looking for help. Like this one, even if you weren't an experienced grouse nut like I am, they give you enough information that you could identify and help them out. Conservation is, in this country, like a lot of things, by the people and for the people. And the more we can contribute and help out with conservation efforts, research, studies, surveys, however it is. If you can give something towards conservation, do it. I'll be back here in 2 or 3 days, redoing the same path. Hopefully I see and hear a little more than I did today. Thanks for watching. So anyhow, this is survey number 2. They ask you to do it in 2 stretches. Try to do it identical times. And that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be a retracing of the steps here. Waypoint number 1. The thing I'm hearing is far, far away, down low. On private, I can still hear that ruffed grouse drumming. Listening spot number 2 doesn't seem to have anything. I must have picked a bad transect to survey. So far I've heard one grouse each day. It's the same ruffed grouse in the same spot. Out in here at spot number 3. Spot number 4. And stand in here for a couple minutes. I guess when you do surveys, if there aren't any, that's just as useful from the information and data set than if there are any. Location number 5, same result. Marker number 6 is the end of the transect. Nothing. Well, I went to waypoint number 6, nothing. Waypoint number 5. Now I've been listening at waypoint number 4. Not looking good today. Well, I'm at the trailhead. The good news is I got to participate in a grouse survey. The bad news is I picked a transect that didn't have a lot for grouse. Or at least not on the days I was here. So, if you get a chance to volunteer for conservation, do it. After all, it's a big part of why we hunt and why we do what we do. And then you find out that most of it is funded with $100. Hunters, shooters, license fees, excise taxes. So, I don't know if we'll even get a video out of this. It's so boring. But we tried. If there would have been grouse all over the place, it would have been an exciting video. But there's not. Thanks for watching.